Live. Let's see here. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the hands out. And there we go. Computers. Those of you who were here last week, I had a technical difficulty with, I don't know. I'm trying to get my, hold on, Johnny. I'm trying to get my phone and my camera to work, and I don't know. I ended up bagging it. But we're good now. We got everything squared away. Welcome, Joe's Custom Classics. I'm Joe, obviously. I have the cup to prove it. This channel is about the preservation, the restoration, and the customization of classic cars, hot rods, etc., 1970 and back. Those of you that are new to the channel, like and subscribe, of course. But go back and look at the videos. What I'm currently working on right now, I'm restoring a 1967 Charger 383. Fantastic car so far, and I'll explain how I restore cars. And I'm also customizing a 56 Oldsmobile, which uh, all my cars get trailered to me, and it's kind of like a dog rescue. I don't know. I rescue cars. So what I like to do first off when I get cars, these old cars, I like to find out, where I'm going to go with them. Whether they're mechanically sound, I like to fire them up, get the motors running, and go from there. Um, with the Oldsmobile, I approach restoration a little bit different than I would the Mopar, the '67 Charger. But in the end, I restored. I'm going to say 11 cars in this garage that I have here. Um, Obviously, if you come from a lot of money, you can just go buy the cars already done. But I'm build cars like 90% of you out there who will have a budget and just want to work on cars, in some fashion. There's a lot of tools. The price of parts, the price of everything has gone through the roof. But I think, in a practical sense, there's in fact, I have a video on my channel about how to buy a car for a project, where you don't lose money, because out of the 11 cars that I restored, most of them I can't even finish. People want them before I really get done with them. Um, but most of the cars, I haven't lost any money. One car I bought, I did buy, the 147 Ford I bought. I paid too much for it in the beginning, and then it happens. But there's rules to avoid that. Those of you showing up that have been following my shorts, as you can see, I'm into the past. I respect the greatest generation. Fought World War II, came home, built this country for what it is. I'm into all that. I do not like artificial intelligence, the AI. I use it in my old pictures. It brings the pictures to life. Is it perfect? No, it's not perfect at all. But it's cool to see like pictures come to life, because that part of it is cool. I don't know if I'm going to continue to use them, but as for now, it's kind of cool because I have a lot of pictures. I just don't have a lot of like video. So off the top of my head, oh, if you like this sort of stuff, send me a super chat. Send me, let me know what you like. I record these videos, and then I leave them up, and they're going to stay up on my channel. Um, I do When I do a restoration on a car, whatever it is. Like I said, I do everything here. I used to I used to send things out. I used to send out for paint. I used to send out for upholstery. The only thing I don't do in house is machine work on the motor. I have a machine shop, local, local guy, but he's in his late 70s and he's somewhat retired anymore. So, I mean, to find somebody to work on a 371 Olds motor, good luck. That's all I'm gonna say. I My machine shop guy, he worked on these motors back in high school, high school, or he was in his early 20s. So I still have that. Other than that, I do everything myself. Paint, upholstery, of course. Now you're sitting here. I got one, two. I got three sewing machines, and I possibly got another one on the way. So that's a problem. I have a problem with sewing machines too. So I do everything, all my designs, everything is right here out of my head for each car. Each car, I think, uh, whether it's the paint, my upholstery, whatever it is. When I like to customize cars, I even the charger I'm working on it. I'm gonna keep that pretty much stock, but I cranked the torsion bars up a little bit in the front, and I'm probably gonna here. I got something. I got these in the mail today. Those of you who these are made in USA. Um, Back when I was a kid, we would buy either air shocks or we would buy these adjustable load. They're for towing basically, but we would put these on our cars that jack the back end of the car. Either Monroe's, made in USA. So it says made in USA. They're going to go on the charger. I'm going to bring the back of the charger up just a little bit, not to make it all jacked up where it looks goofy and everything, but uh, you'll see. I might even do a little video on that. Also, uh, I might going to start doing Wednesday nights. See how it goes. Wednesday night live stream sewing, tuck and roll, the pleats, how to do how to sew some of the stuff. There was a really cool 31 Ford I did in the videos. Go check it out. I did the tuck and roll on that. I'm gonna do more of that. So that's coming up. Now, since it's winter time and I'm in the Northeast, unfortunately, and most of the cars get put in storage around here for the winter, and so winter time is my upholstery season. So I turn away if your car's not, uh, if your car's not like 1970-ish and back. I really don't have the, I don't know. I don't really want to do it. It's not my thing. So uh, I like doing the old school stuff. You name it. You know what I mean? That's the type of upholstery I like to do. Now, I have two guests coming on this program, podcast, whatever you want to call this, stream next week. And I might have guests on from here on out. So this might be my last solo uh, stream because I have a lot of cool people coming on. A lot of, well, one was one of my go-to, like a mentor, a hot rod guru, let's call him. He's second generation, been building hot rods. His father built hot rods. Uh, he's going to come on next Sunday. I might have I have an Oldsmobile guy coming from California. Well, he's going to be in California. He's going to come on the show, and we are going to talk drag racing from the 1960s from California. This is what he did when he was younger. He's pushing. He's in his early 80s now, but he's still involved. And he said he's going to come on the show. We're going to talk drag racing, Oldsmobiles, back in the '60s. That's coming up. Stay tuned for that. That it's going to be fun. Uh, I, if you're an older fella and if you have all this knowledge, boy, I tell you, you're not going to learn off of the phone. You're not going to learn off the computer. You got to share this information with the next generation because all this is going to pass away when the older next generation passes away. Like my one buddy that we're going to have on, he's in his 80s. I have a lot of my friends are in their 80s. Some of them are not knowledgeable about any of this stuff, but you learn. If I don't know how many young people are going to come on this show. Uh, I mean, welcome, of course. I love to talk to any of you about these tuner cars and stuff because I got no idea what the allure is. Uh, I love to have somebody on explain that to me. But yeah, this knowledge that the older fellas that I used to hang out with that taught me what I know, and I'm constantly learning, and I think that's the key. When you think you know everything, that is the point in life where you're done learning anything. So you got to keep your mouth shut and your ears open. Listen to these guys talk because there's so much to learn about these cars. Um, and I love it. I eat it up. Anytime I can talk to an old fellow that you know was back in the day, and uh, especially this fella coming on, great, great to have him on. I can't wait. Um, because I personally, right now, I have no idea what's going on in the world as far as like what's hip, what's the latest, songs. I could care less. I'm still living in my car parts in my garage, and I watched the whole episode of Andy Williams' Christmas from 1966, and I thought it was wonderful. I don't think I ever seen that one. But anyway, that's where I'm at. Hogan's Heroes, stuff like that. That's what I watch. I kind of don't know what's going on other than that. I do watch some shows, hot rod shows that are on TV, but pretty much I'm in the garage working on something. So, what we got coming up here? Let's see what we got here. We got papers, okay, with all kinds of stuff we're going to talk about. Um, So let's see. Prices and parts. I just picked up. I collect old things, not just cars and cars parts. And I have there's a jukebox sitting here. I'm gonna restore it. I guess it found me, and now it's sitting here in my room. But I have a jukebox here that I'm gonna restore because I want to get the records, playing out here. I found a fan from 1950 at an estate sale. It's staring at me over there. Before coming on tonight, I just ran over and I picked up 6 oil cans from the '50s. Oil. I collect oil cans. So um, I'm gonna need a bigger garage one day. I'm looking for a 24 bay garage if anything affordable. But anyway, if you want to get into cars, you want to get into cars today, uh, whether you're, I don't know, whether you want to build a hot rod, you want to just find something to cruise around in. Me personally, this is a good topic to jump into because I want everybody to understand where I'm coming from. I am not, I am not a big fan of anything that's coming down the line. 2025 cars. I mean, I will never buy another car that's got the big screen on the dash. I mean, I still look over my shoulder to back up. Okay, I still pump my brakes. I don't want to be any. I don't want anything to do with that computer. You got to hit the button to turn the heat on, and then it breaks. It costs $4 or $5,000 to fix the computer. absolutely insane. The average lifespan of a new car, and this isn't the battery ones, the silly battery ones that people drive around. Any new car is 5 to 8 years max, and it's going to completely kill the used car market. It's going to kill. Uh, it's sad that you cannot fix your cars anymore. Uh, all right, I'll tell you what. I'm looking at these new new Daytona with the Scat Pack coming out for the Dodge. Uh, all this horsepower. It's what, 400 or 500 horsepower out the gate. You can't fix it. You can't change the brake pads on it. You can't do any maintenance on this car. It has to all go back to the factory, and that's what's happening. That's what's happening. So um, I'm going to find myself. I mean, I drive around 2011 pickup truck. I drive around a 98 Jeep in the winter here. Um, I've had the Jeep for 15, 18 years. It's my winter vehicle, and it has 100,000 miles on it. There's no computer on the big dash. You know what I mean? I just drive that around. It won't get stuck. But for me, I'll drive my Oldsmobile around, or I'll drive anything from the 50s and 60s around, and get just as good as gas mileage. I don't understand why people need to look at the computer screen to back up. This doesn't make sense anymore. But I am glad that a lot of you are really into the shorts I put out, and I plan on doing more. Just I throw them together off of the thousands of pictures I've collected over the years. So um, I it's what I do. I don't know. If you like that sort of thing, you're at the right place. So what are we gonna do? Do 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 do. I do get questions about this a lot. How to buy an old car for restoration. I think I have a video on my channel on this, because I have a problem. I'm always on like marketplace. I'm always on marketplace looking at more more rescues. Let's say. In fact, there was one I almost went and got another one Saturday, but it was such a good deal that there must have been the guy must have had 100 people ask for it. Anyway, I missed it this time, but there's certain times where I'll look at 200, 300 every day. If I'm looking at 25, 30 vehicles to come across marketplace and parts too. Uh, there's a couple in there that I'm like, I gotta go. I gotta go get this thing. And that's how I found my charger that I have now. I am running out of parking spaces though. And I have to finish what I have. I have to keep saying this to myself. I have to finish what I have before I go buy another one. Um, but I'm always looking for parts. Anybody looking for parts? Boy, I have some Oldsmobile parts. I have a lot of things. I got to start clearing out my garage. There's a lot of parts that I still have. I have to get rid of. Anyway, anyway, like I said to you, we're gonna do a Wednesday night upholstery. I got some cool guests coming on. We're gonna talk drag racing from the '60s. We are gonna talk hot rods. I have a hot rod builder coming on that I think I knew some things about a thing or two. Farmers, I guess, insurance. Uh, this this fellow that's coming on puts me to shame when and I say that with all due respect, because I listen to him when he talks. I don't interrupt him because he's a wealth of knowledge, not just how to, but just the way it was back in the day with hot rodding, and really cool guy. if you're thinking about coming on, I have a. I'm working on getting an upholstery fella on here. He's been doing upholstery for 56 years, and I'm trying to get him to come on. If I can do that, we're gonna do that show. I have a lot of people coming on. If you're interested in coming on the channel, talk hot rods. Hey, just, send me a message, and we will get we will get you on because there are no stupid questions. They're just stupid people, right? I guess. Anyway, we are 8:21. 8:21. I'm running out of juice. So I encourage you, anybody out there that has a project that they want to buy, or they want to get into restoring old cars, boy, I applaud you. Go do it. Take your time, you know, and just have fun with it because man, it's awesome. Get off that phone. Stop staring at the phone. Unless you're on my channel, then you can stare at the phone. That's great. But I'm going to leave you with this tonight because we are going to cut it a little short because I have the next time we're here, we're going to have some guests on, and I can't wait because these guys that I'm bringing on and it's going to be there's going to be a lot of good knowledge coming off and gotta absorb it, So I appreciate everybody. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Send me what do you call it? Send me one of these super chats, super stickers. I don't know. I'm getting new to this. We're gonna do this every Sunday night. Tonight's episode, solo mission. Next week we're gonna start having guests on, and keep fixing them. Old cars never die if you don't crush them. Thanks for stopping by. Boom. Because I walk the line.